The final bell rings and you're just in time. You wanna jump on the bus and take a ride. It's time to relax and watch a show or two. Then you'll realize you got homework to do. Now the pencils are down, your brain's about to blow. You gotta chill out, there's just one place to go. You just click play, it's that theme song you know. You're finally here, it's the after school show. Now sit back and enjoy the after school show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the after school show. Thanks for watching.
Sorry. Hey everybody out there in after school show land, how are you doing? I see Brian's joining us on Facebook. Nice to have you, Brian.
Yeah, all right. Well, how was your day?
How was my day? We always ask how your day went. We always know how your day went. You have subs for subs for subs and never have real teachers. That's how your month has been. Okay, here's how my day went. I saw an 80-year-old woman hit a one-armed man with her car today. Yeah, that's the right reaction. I was behind a lady. She was leaving a parking lot. She was going real slow. So I was like, hurry up, lady. What are you doing? Hurry up. And then she was inching out to look out on the road to see when she could pull out. Wasn't looking in front of her and hit a man that I later saw had only one arm. So he kicked her car and banged on it and started yelling at her, but she hadn't seen him, so she thinks there's a crazy man attacking my car.
Oh.
And she just decides to speed off. So I pull up beside this man and I'm like, hey dude, are you okay? And he's got his sleeve of his hoodie. He's an old man too. Sleeve of his hoodie just tucked into his pocket so it just like stays there. He's like, yeah man, I'm fine.
Dang.
Like he was like,
he just got hit by a car.
Had worse. You know, that's what it seemed like. And all I could see in my head was like him getting run over by that car, that sleeve getting caught up and rolled up in the wheel, and him losing his other arm. And I was like, I'm about to witness a no-armed man happening in front of me. I was scared to death for this guy. But he did not care. He just kept on not rolling. That would have been bad if the car went rolling. So he just kept stepping down the street. So yes, I almost saw a man murdered today, and the woman had no idea she had almost done it or cared. Either way, I don't know.
Dang.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm not going to see anything crazier than that this week.
Well,
I hope I don't.
Remember guys, you can follow us on Instagram at After School Show.
That's right, for fun videos and pictures and sometimes previews. All right, so you know what time it is?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? I really want to start, like, we've really got to write a theme song. We have an awesome theme song to our show. I mean, I guess I'm patting myself on the back for it because I wrote it. I mean, I didn't perform it, but I kind of like sang it to the dude that I know, and he's like, yeah, I got you. And so he did that. My dad So's theme song I wrote. I want to write a What's in the Box thing. But anyway, any adults that know the What's in the Box reference just laugh when I scream What's in the Box. So hi, Amber Renee Johnson. Hi, Jay. Hi, Bill. Thanks for joining us live on Facebook. All right, so what is in the box? Give a clue.
All right,
Since
so
you can't really tell people what's in the box.
today's clue is hearts.
Hearts. The past clues were all smiles.
Yep. Round.
Round and hearts.
Yes.
Hearts. All right, so there you go. That's your clue. If you guess what's in the lunchbox, you can win a prize.
From the Pretty Good Prize Locker.
That's right. Somebody won last week.
Yeah.
D. Diaz from YouTube won, so he was excited. All right, well, what is our main topic today?
All right, today we're talking about Camp Kesem.
That's right. Now, we spoke about Camp Kesem earlier this month because we made that our charity of the month. Here is our wheel of weekends that we always spin at the end of the show. And whenever it lands on Adopt Me, we donate to...
Camp Kesem.
No, Adopt Me.
Bethany.org.
Bethany.org, who helps people adopt children. They helped us adopt Carlin and his sister from foster care. And then whenever it lands on Help a Child in Need,
we do Camp Kesem.
This month we are donating to Camp Kesem. That's right. So, and it's headed a few times this month.
Yeah.
So that's good. So we've already talked about Camp Kesem, but for some people that have missed what Camp Kesem is about, what is Camp Kesem?
All right, so Camp Kesem is a camp for kids who have parents that have had cancer or have cancer, and they're just letting them get away from all the stress and just helping them.
Right. So their parents might be terminally ill with cancer and they're trying to deal with that. They could have a parent just going through cancer treatments. It's a lot for a kid to process. It's a lot for an adult to process. So when we adopted Carlin and his sister, we knew that she only had one kidney and it's busted. So she doesn't even have one fully functioning kidney. Now, we knew that getting into it. So we could at least prep ourselves some mentally. But if I found out I had cancer, if I found out one of my kids had cancer, if they found out I had cancer, imagine the stress. Now, a lot of you don't have to imagine it. You've gone through it. My mother had breast cancer that was, I think, stage one, the lowest level she fought through. And they got it, and, they fixed the problem. She was in remission from the breast cancer that they found. So everybody I know has been touched by cancer. I've lost grandparents to cancer, elderly friends, stuff like that. So everybody's been touched by it. But you don't really know how to wrap your head around it in that situation. It can really mess with you. Well, imagine you're Carlin's age and your mom or dad has terminal cancer. Whew. Now, how would you handle that if you found out, hey, my parents aren't going to be here next year? Do you have any idea how you could even wrap your head around that?
No way. I would have no idea until I experienced it.
And this is from a kid who, right, you didn't have a set of parents, when we met you. You had foster parents, but you didn't know what was going on. You prayed every night that you would have a set of parents, which is, a sad thing. And even Carlin can't put himself in the shoes of somebody going through that. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for joining us. And Jim, nice to have you. So that's why we're talking about Camp Kesem. Now, I was at a conference called Dad 2.0, Dad 2.0. It's a conference about dads that are creators, like I am here and with Dad So's, and we talk about parenting and that kind of thing. And Camp Kesem was there, and they had these cool necklaces. I wish I had the overhead cam on, but I don't. But it's just like a piece of a log that's been cut off, and it says write your camp name on the other side, and then it has the web address campkesem.org/words for more info. So go there if you want more info. But this is really cool. You could write your camp name, and I had a camp name when I was a kid. People called me Bubba.
Oh, Bubba, yeah.
When your mother met me, she thought
your name was Bubba.
Yeah, she thought my name was Bubba, and I was like, no, I am not. Yes, I was born in Georgia, but I am not. My neck is not red. My name is not Bubba. I just got saddled with that name by a guy. So, hey, John, thanks for joining us. He says Camp Kesem is awesome stuff. I agree. So I contacted the kind of head guy over at Camp Kesem, Jim, and we emailed back and forth, and he just wanted me to share some stuff with you before our month-long sponsorship of Camp Kesem's over, and we're not going to leave them in the dirt. We're going to keep talking about them throughout the year. But later on, we have a video of the day like we always do in the show, and it's going to talk, it's going to link to their Today Show appearance, which I think is pretty cool. So he said it's a great time of year to talk about Camp Kesem. They're now accepting applications for all of their 130 camps. They have 130 camps for kids with dealing with parents with cancer.
130?
130 in 40 different states. In 40 different states. How awesome is that?
That's crazy.
So you can go to campkesem.org and you can sign up. It is totally free. And people should hurry because most of the camps fill up. We will be providing 8,500 children with free camping experiences this year. Wow. 8,500 kids. I think that's pretty awesome. So one way you can help, as the title of this video was, your help is needed. You can help by donating, okay? Donating at kesem.org. That's the first way you can help. They also have a lot of volunteers that they staff these camps with. A lot of them are college-age volunteers. Oh. So the kids might be your age, but they might have a college-age volunteer. And who would it be easier for you to talk to? Some 80-year-old grizzled camp counselor guy, or somebody a little closer to your age that knew what kind of music was hip and that kind of stuff?
Somebody a little bit closer to my age.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the things you've gotten out of going to camp? Not even worrying about the cancer thing. What is some of the benefits you've gotten and experienced from camp?
Well, I've gone zip lining, kayaking,
Right.
or canoeing,
Right.
which was really fun. We went biking, hiking.
And you forget all about your problems at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they disappear.
We have so much fun.
So that's a thing. When your kid is dealing with you going to chemo all the time, they're dealing with possible talks about the future without mom and dad. That kind of stuff is needed, but they don't just do that. They also give them some counseling, and there are people for them to connect to year-round. These are year-round and years in the future connections for these kids. That's why it's important, and I really hope you could click share on this video.
Yes,
Not to promote us, but to promote Camp Kesem. So number 2, he said, we just finished our every child impacted by parents cancer month. Oh, our first ever children impacted by parents cancer month. Sorry, my iPad's got a little reflection there. Kesem was the official sponsor. We had thousands of people visit our website, campkesem.org/January, which has helpful information for everyone, for parents, teachers, friends, as to how to support children impacted with a parent's cancer. So there you can go to that website and you can find out how you can support a kid. Maybe they can't get to the camp. I mean, it's free, so you should sign them up. But maybe something logistically doesn't help or happen for them. You can help them by going to campkesem.org/January. Get some information on how to help those kids. And it has information for teachers to go, hey, if you have a student, do this.
I think
hey,
that's really cool.
Do this. Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. All right, Kesem holds 4 national galas. Galas are like balls. Well, can never stop laughing at balls. You know, we try to do a sweet show. A boss. It's funny. Camp Kesem has 4 annual national galas. So that's like a big dance or a dinner party or something like that. You know, something like that. And they have it in Chicago, Boston, San Francisco, and LA. Information on all of them can be found at campkesem.org/national-events. I'm sure there's a link on their main page, but there you go. campkesem.org/national-events. Cool. All right, so here's the cool thing. They were featured on the Today Show, so a little out of our normal order. We're going to jump right to the video of the day.
All right.
Now, if you go to the show notes below our YouTube page, where's our YouTube page?
Our YouTube page is at youtube.com/afterschoolshow.
Right, if you go into the show notes, there is a link to see that video of them featured on the Today Show. And it's just something you should really share with your friends. So we'd really appreciate if you clicked share on this video, like on this video, but share gets it into your feed and it exposes the video to people that don't normally watch, and that's very helpful. Hey DDS, nice of you to join us on YouTube. So that helps get the word out about Camp Kesem. It's definitely not about us. It is a charity we've supported all month and will continue to support throughout the year, but we do want to get the word out. There are millions of people affected by cancer. Imagine going through that as a child, okay? You don't want to do that. Some of you have done that. It's brutal to lose parents at such a young age. So, or even deal with the heartache that you might lose them. You know, that can feel as bad in the moment. It's just worrying every day, is that person going to be here when I wake up tomorrow? You know?
That's really sad.
So, much like the incident that happened with me today, where I almost saw a man get killed by a woman in a car in front of me, and I know we laughed and joked because it was a funny situation, and the guy's, you know, yelling
now
and
that I
screaming.
think about it, it's very serious.
It's frightening. It's frightening. So the fact that that happened today, and we're talking about this, really ties in that yes, you can have levity and you can have enjoyment in your life, like Camp Kesem provides. Camp Kesem provides for kids, but there's also that sorrow that's in people when they lose someone or think they're going to lose someone. So please share and please consider donating today. All right?
Yes. All right. Let's spin the wheel of weekends.
Normally we do spin the wheel weekends, but we're just going to spin it right to Camp Kesem. Help a child in need. Whoa! How did it land on that?
Magic.
So we'll be donating again to Camp Kesem as we have every time it's landed on that this month. because it's just the right thing to do.
And remember, for those watching on YouTube, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/afterschoolshow.
That's right, they can.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. And share, guys, share. And not just for us, for Camp Kesem too.
All right. And figure out what you think your camp name will be. Try to think about when you were a kid and you wanted to get away and you wanted to go to camp. And think about these kids wanting to do the same, but the problems that they're dealing with. Think about that camp name. Think about how enjoyable it's going to be for them 10 years, 20 years down the road when somebody calls them up, a camp buddy, and calls them by their camp name, like somebody called me Bubba and says, hey, how are you doing, man? I know you were going through some tough times at that point, whether they lost their parent or not. Think about what that's going to mean to them, not only today, tomorrow, this year, but years down the road, and how that's going to impact them as a future parent to their kids. All right, we are back live next Monday. We have a very big announcement about the show next Monday. I want to tell you about... I'm not allowed. Big news next Monday. That's all I can say.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. And remember, share for Camp Kesem.
All right, and we'll see you Monday next time, same time.
Thanks for watching. Click here and subscribe to our channel. And click here if you want to watch more awesome videos. Come on, click.
I sit back and enjoy the after school show.